Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. I have another interesting video, this time working on a Marine ECM 2013 4.3 liters Cruiser coming from New York. Bill, this is your computer. All right, so as you see, have a new microphone system. Hopefully the audio, please let me know, is good. I'm trying to give you different captures, different cameras, microscope. Sometimes it's a little hard to keep up with everything, but just bear with me. In the meantime, I get used to all that we have here. All right, so let me move you over to the microscope. So his concern was intermittent shutting off. So as you will see on the first part, for those that have not seen that part, just please go over the description on the video, and that is the link in there. All right, so all you see here is pretty much the voltage regulated area on the computer. So these are the 5-volt reference and the 5-volt regulators and voltage for all across the board. I have to remove the entire conformal coating, which is a water resistant coating that this computer has, because that's mostly what it creates a problem. Obviously it's in a boat, so always is going to be moisture. I know the engine room is not so bad on boats, but it's always moisture, and it goes through the connector inside the computer, and that creates a problem. All right, so I'm going to move you over to other areas so you guys can see more. I'm going to try to go not too fast. So that's the microprocessor right there. That's a crystal oscillator, and then now we have the EEPROM and some of the pre-drivers. As you see, all the conformal coating, these are all brand new components and all new solders. Some of these components are being reused because they work good. I always check and retest everything. Let me move the camera more over to this side so you can see how that coating is on the entire board. And then that's the main diode for the computer. The main capacitor is a big capacitor that is in this computer, and these are the connectors. So I remove all the coating and resolder the entire connector. So yeah, it is a lot of work. All right, going back to the main capture so you can see me. Let me make sure I can move this microscope out of the way, because we're not going to be using it more. You will be able to see from the other camera. Let me move this this microphone here. And let me put you into the 7S. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted to show. All right, so we have that one. Oh, I actually need to see why the circle not working. Oh, because it is on. I did something that I probably erased a circle. No, circle should be working. It is not turned on. Sorry guys, again, just bear with me, trying to give you the best capture possible. Well, all right, so we got everything now working perfectly. All right, so what I'm going to do is just get the computer to run. So I got pretty much everything ready. The only thing that I need to do, let me get you back into this. You can see the computer run. I need to get the RPMs up, and I actually also need to get the diacom, where is diacom in here? See diacom in my computer. Don't tell me I have not installed it onto this one. Let me see. That will be a problem. Diacom. Install. See if I can have that installed quickly. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm not sure why this. Well, I know what it is. I did not USB requires 60 watt detected, requires computer, click next. During the installation, USB cable driver, which is occurring. Yeah, that's fine. I replaced the computer on the for the entire office. So this is going to be a little, hopefully not too slow. I can see the Diacom folder on the corner. 3114. Connect to Diacom. Yeah, let me go over to the update page. Actually, let me show you that. So let me show the display. So you guys can see what I'm doing, right? Diacom cannot be running when you install updates. Yeah, that's obvious. All right, so let me just see, because that is the installation is a 314, and you can see we're now on 358. So this is, again, it's going to be pretty quickly. You have to have the installer, otherwise you cannot install Diacom in your computer. You have to have the CD that comes with the actual Diacom, and you have to have the cable connected, otherwise it will not let you install. And this is for the laptop or PC based setup. Right, again, as you can see, it's going really quickly. All right, so let's restart this. All right, since we're here, if you have any computers that you need to send, this is my main website, MikeSalazarDiagnostic.com. My name spells M-A-I-C and sounds as Mike. If you need something or a computer to be sent, please go over to this white box. That is a form that you can fill, and it has all for name, PCN number. If you're going to send the key with the module or instrument cluster, just click yes or no, B numbers, and then just fill the document. On the black box in here on the website, that will open your email browser so you can contact me. And I like to establish always a contact, you know, or a conversation before you send anything like that. I understand what are you sending and what the problems might be before you send a computer. Or if you want to chat, you can click the blue box on the right corner. That is let's chat. Make sure that if you do so and I don't answer because I'm away from the computer or so, just leave yourself email or phone number that I can contact you. And you have the shipping address where you can send the computers. All right, so all right, let's just go back to Diacom. This time she said, yeah, 358, that's good. Let me pin this to the desktop, which is usually I keep it next to right here. All right, so let's see if we can connect to the computer because everything is ready. Oh, we need to choose the system, right? Diacom is not plugged in or device cannot start. Diacom US cable not plugged in or device cannot start. All right, I was not expecting that because the Diacom, it is connected. So let me, give me just 1 second, guys, because I'm going to have to pause this for 1 second. All right, guys, I think I have it ready. So let's see, because it was just to press the button in there. I forgot about that. I have a USB box in there. So let's see if it now recognizes it. Yep, it did recognize it. All right, so we're going to go into Microscope. When you click in here on the bottom, you can see which computers are part of what you are selecting. We are in the ECM 555, which is a 2-plug connector. All right, we're going to click OK. The ECM is not responding. Let me switch the cables in here. Because I just did this connection today. I gotta put my glasses. All right, so that should be good. Let's try again. I just swap the connections. You will not have that problem on the boat because you will have the right connect polarity. All right. No, it's not. Oh, you see, I'm going too fast sometimes. Let's see if it just works. Otherwise, I have to swap the cables again. Yeah, because it was off. All right, so let me move this here. Okay, that should work. One more time. Yes, perfect. All right, so we got the communication established. Let me just adjust the temperature. As you can see right now, the coolant temperature is in 125. So so you guys can see what I'm adjusting, because that's a little low temperature. I'm just moving the knobs into my simulator. That's a little too warm. I like to keep it around 160 if possible. Yep. Manifold pressure, sorry, manifold temperature is in 84, so that should be okay. Manifold pressure 12.5 is a little too much. I like to keep it for a start around 610. Again, guys, just bear with me. This is not really so important to see. Those are just adjustments that I should have done before, but it's actually good that you guys can see also what I'm doing. Seat pump pressure is in 10 psi. We can see voltage good. Throttle is a little low. I like to see that around 6 to 7%, especially before it starts, because when it starts, the voltage will usually go down. So you want to make sure that you are good. All right, let's see if it runs. We got 226 RPMs. And now we got 650. All right, so this is looking good. So this is going to be pretty much a process of waiting, right? Because for obvious reasons, it's an intermittent. I am pretty confident on everything that I did because all the components are new. And then let me move this out of the way so you guys can at least see the computer. Yeah, so yeah, I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to get you the best experience, the best sound as possible too, and that's why I have this microphone. I have it before app, and you guys were not able to see it, but the sound like got too far away and the sound wasn't too good. Let me raise the RPM a little bit. Sorry, the throttle, and you saw it was actually a little low. All right, so let me go up in RPMs. I usually keep this around 2,500 to 3,000 RPM. That's the test. That's like the sweet spot for the failure. All right, that's good. And then we can give around 30% throttle, and then we can raise them up around 10%. Oh, sorry, 10 psi. Oops, that's not the correct knob. No, that's the correct knob. All right, perfect. Now you can see right here. So you guys can see we have injection millisecond. This is a two bank of injectors, so batch firing, right? So I'm going to just keep this computer running for a while and see what we can see. So far it's looking good. Oh, nothing to be, you know, showing realistically right here. So let me just pause the video. I'm gonna let the computer run right now. We have what? There should be time in here. This one doesn't give time. It's actually no time. Yeah, the Mercruiser don't do. The Mephies are the ones that give me time. So let's say it's 4:50 p.m. and this is January 3rd. All right, guys. So let me just pause the video, and I'll be right back when we have more of the time. So let's remember 1650, and then we will come back when this has at least, I would say, probably an hour, right? All right, guys. Well, the computer is now being running for, let me see how many minutes. Let me transfer you over to the actual this view. All right, so we got it now 5:27, so almost 1 hour and no issues whatsoever. As you can see, it's still 100% power. So we have that here, 100% power, and it's at 3,200 RPMs. So everything is looking good. 100% power means it's no faults or anything on the computer. This is actually a very good sign. So let me bring down the computer down to idle. which is usually also how they fail, is when you come down to like normal idle, the computer just shuts off. Well, let's see if we got anything of that, which I honestly don't expect any of that happening. Let me bring the throttle to around 7 to 10%. And bring the map value around 610. That's how I normally keep it at idle. You will not be able to see, but right now the injection is in 3 milliseconds per injection time, or 3 milliseconds. Everything else looking good. So yeah, all this is still looking normal. Yeah, I'm in the way right there, so a little bit, so you guys can see the actual computer. Right now everything is nice and dry. The computer is running good. All right, so let me get you back to the screen again. Let me turn the computer off. So I'm going to turn it off completely, so you see on the back, I'm going to let it completely go to the 10 passes, like a lost communication. We're going to see that where it says like lost communication with the ECM. That is completely normal. Obviously the computer is off. Okay, the ECM is not responding. All right, so that's good. We're going to turn the computer back on. We have the fuel pump on. Let me get you actually into the main screen. I'm going to do that again. And this is also for the customer. Just watch what I'm pointing in here. You will see the fuel pump coming on. And then it will do the prime. Perfect, that is working good. And now let's run it again. So it instantly went on. All right, so let's go back to the display. Let's reconnect. And we have 655 RPMs and it's running good. So I'm going to keep the computer probably running for another 30 minutes or so, but everything is looking really good. So Bill, it looks like everything in your computer. Let me just do the closure for the video. I hope that you guys like the new audio also with this microphone. I'm trying to get you the best experience possible. Yep, this is the way that I like to do always tests on the computers. For a customer, for automotive or marine, I usually do a before repairs and then after repairs when it's possible. Sometimes a computer is dead, no communication, so it's really not much to show. And even still, I usually just record the no communication and then add it to a one video and I start to make it two, like in this case, which I was doing a full test, trying to reproduce his concerns and then give my recommendations to the customers. I always also explain this to the customers that I can repair the module, but definitely some repairs will be necessary to be done in the boat or in the automotive module, right? So, and these are usually, you know, clean the grounds, make sure the powers and grounds are all good and nothing is shorted. In a 4.3 alpha, very important to check always the chip anticipating switch. This is a very common problem on this one. So for you, Bill, make sure that you check that signal. It's a chip anticipating switch that usually if you wiggle it, it can disconnect the computer. And that is also another part that you need to check. I don't have any problems of that circuit here. I have, if you go and watch my videos and look for 4.3 alphas or alphas, because those are the only computers that have that switch. I have explained multiple times what happens. And some of the computers are actually sometimes not even reading that switch, and that is actually in the board. But not the case with Bill. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. I hope that you like the content. Please don't forget to hit that bell, hit that like, and share my videos. That really helps the channel. It helps me as a small business to share my word out so people reach out with more and more computers. That at the end is definitely will help me a lot. So thank you so much. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. I wish you the best in all your endeavors and all your work and your family. Stay good, stay safe. See you next time. Bye-bye.